Yeah. What up, movie fans? I am back, and I'm talking about Netflix's newest releases to come out this month of May of 2026. It's limited series, the top 10 things to watch for TV right now. Lord of the Flies. Oh, please, before I even give my thoughts on this, drop a like, drop a comment, especially if you've seen this already. If you're a lover of TV series, movies, you love finding things to watch, whether it's even at home or in theaters, then please hit that follow button and let me be the guy to help you find what to watch. My first time reactions after watching this show, I was very surprised of how good this was, enjoyable this was, tight of a story, contained story, a bunch of children. Give all the kids Oscars. That's my first thought. Those that may not be aware, Lord of the Flies was adapted in the 90s. And I looked up YouTube clips, and like, this is in a whole different tone of taking itself serious than the original did. And that I did appreciate. At first, this just seemed like an adventure story to me. Will they escape the island? Will they not? But then as I watched the series, this really becomes like a character development type of story. Like, they start to really get into the meat and potatoes of certain boys and their backgrounds and why they are the way they are. I think the biggest shocker, hands down, is that there are some deaths in this story, spoilers, and I know y'all was gonna kill any of the kids. Simon's character was such a sad episode to start with. First and foremost, like, the boy should have had something to eat. I feel like in this episode, the kids were showing that they were becoming delirious. Well, some of them at least, because they hadn't eaten, and this one specifically, but the way he gets taken out was so intense. I did not expect violence with children to feel so intense. First, I really felt like Nikki was the star, but then, like, yo, if you really think about it, the villains sometimes be the star. And Jack, this actor, this young kid, put on a show playing this character. I mean, I hated this character, and that's a good actor. Like, this little kid, I wanted to kick him like a football a couple of times. Like, well, first of all, he's like a lot of bullies, and that's where this was really well done to give children and adults perspective. They did the typical thing of, he had a story. He was a broken child. I don't know if they were saying that maybe something happened to him that was a little traumatic as a child, but to me, it's also similar to adults in the context of he's just not accountable. Like, literally, he created so much chaos and it could have been so peaceful. I'm not gonna lie, there were a couple things in this where I was kind of like not really liking that much, particularly these kids dressing up as villagers. And that's, to me, is when everything was getting extreme, the point that the children are becoming villagers and sticks and whatnot. That's when you knew things were going bad. I really don't want to get into what happened to my boy down here. Out of all characters, why couldn't Nikki survive, y'all? Why? But it was a quick story nonetheless. But let me know in the comments how you felt about the children's acting. Did you love this series? Did you hate it?